Good morning. Yesterday, we were talking, or we started to talk about ratio, rates, unit rates, and applications of proportions, right? And we talked about similar. And we stopped till this point. Okay? Did you see this question?
No.
A rectangle has a width 12 inches and length 3 inches. Every dimension of the rectangle is multiplied by third to form a similar rectangle. How is the ratio of the parameters related to the ratio of the corresponding sides? Then this type of applications of properties, we want to compare between the original ratio and the new ratio after you are going to calculate the parameters of both. So let me remind you, what is the parameter of the rectangle? What is the parameter of the rectangle? Did you remember from grade 2? What is the parameter of the rectangle?
Length plus width multiply 2.
Thank you. It's length plus width times 2. Or we can simplify. So we can write 2 length plus 2 width, right? You are in grade 9 now, so it's not necessary to write 2 length plus width. So we can simplify to 2 lengths plus 2 widths, right? We have the dimensions of the first rectangle, which is given to us. He said what? He said a rectangle had a width 12 inches and a length is 3. Then I'm going to replace for the rectangle or for the first rectangle to write 2, and then I'm going to substitute the length by 12 and then the width by 3. Right? Then the final answer equal 30. You can see my screen. I'm sharing the screen, right?
Yes.
Okay. Then the first parameter is 30. If there anyone can tell me how I'm going to calculate the parameter of the second one? How I'm going to calculate, how I'm going to find the dimensions of the second rectangle? He gave us an information up here. He said what? He said
Multiply by 1.
yes,
Multiply by third.
multiplying by third, right? Multiplying by third. If there anyone can tell me what is the new dimensions? What is the new dimensions? I have the first was 12 and the second was 3. So the new dimensions, it will be
4.
4 and what?
And
4 and what?
0.75.
Could you please switch off your mic? Switch off your mic.
What's my name?
Just a second. I'll back to the question. Here in this one, where we have 4 and we have 1. We have from where we have 4 and we have 1. I'll mute all.
12 divided by third.
Okay, so it will be 12. Let me help you to find the answer. I have 12, right? Do we see this one? I have 12. And this is third. Then I want to find the new length. So the new length, it will be how many? It will be 12 multiplied by third. Okay? Then it will be equal 4. Understood from where we get 4?
So we also do 3 times 30.
Okay. Second, the new width, it will be 3 times third, it will be equal 1.
1.
Then here, the rectangle number B, from where we have 4 and 1, because we already found the new dimensions, because he told us that we have a third, okay, of a similar rectangle. Now we have the length of the rectangle A and we have the length of rectangle B. Agree with me? What is the second part which he's looking for? Grade 9. What is the second part, which is looking for? Back to the question and read. He said what? How is the ratio of the parameters related to the ratio of the corresponding side? Then find the ratio between the old rectangle and the new rectangle, or rectangle A and rectangle B. 12/4, it will be equal 3. Then I'm going to find the width. It was 3/1. The parameter, it was 30/10. 30 for the rectangle number A, 10 for the rectangle number B. So we have 30/10 equal 3. What do you note, grade 9? Grade 9, you can hear me?
Yes, miss.
Okay, what do you note? In front of you now, what do you note?
3 is a common factor between all of them.
The 3 is the common factor between the length, the width, and the parameters, right? So the ratio of the parameters is equal to the ratio of the corresponding sides. The ratio of the parameters is the same ratio with the corresponding sides. Let me give you, or to add something. If I want to draw the first rectangle with the dimensions. The dimensions for the first rectangle was what, grade 9? Was 12 and what? And what? And 3, right? So this is rectangle number A. I have rectangle number B. Rectangle number B, the dimension was 4 and what? And 1. And this is rectangle number B. I'm looking for the ratio between each two corresponding sides. If I will donate the first one by A, B, C, D, and the second one is X, Y, Z, E. Did you remember yesterday when we talked about the similar figures? Did you remember? Similar. Then, if I will say BC, which corresponding sides in the rectangle B? If I will say BC, the corresponding side, it will be what? Yes, go on. Yes. Someone from the student, which they are raising their hands. BC. It's similar with, or the corresponding one is XY. Okay, all the class can hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to repeat my question again. BC is corresponding with which side in the other triangle? In the other rectangle, I'm sorry.
Y.
XY.
XY. Yes, thank you.
XY.
Yes, thank you. And
XY.
CD is corresponding with
YZ.
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 Yes. Also, I want to remind you, did you remember if I have A, are you with me?
Yes,
Are
miss.
you with me?
Yes, Mr. Sahar.
So I said if you have a rectangle, if you have a rectangle ABC and a rectangle XYZ and you want to find the corresponding sides, as I said, then the ratio, we found that the ratio between two corresponding sides is the same like the ratio between two parameters. Understood this point, grade 9? Do you want me to back to the previous slide? You want me to back?
No. Yes.
Okay.
No.
I'll give you a question. Now we have find the value of x in each diagram. Please, self-assessment. Try to find your answer by yourself, and then I'm waiting for your answer. Quickly. Find the value of x in each diagram. What
This
this
is a
sign at the middle?
self-assessment.
What is the sign for this at the middle mean?
Similar.
Similar.
Yes. Yes. So did you remember yesterday the game which we made it together? 1, 2, 2, 3, 1, 3. Did you remember?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Please go on and tell me the answer. It's self-assessment. It's self-assessment. I'm going to wait only 1 minute and then you will check your answer with me. Don't send it to me now. Ready?
Oh.
Okay. Yes, honey.
Yesterday I sent my homework on Messenger, but it says that you didn't see it.
Maybe, you know, I received many messages. I'm receiving from the 3 classes. So I'm so sorry, maybe I didn't see it. But
No
every
problem.
day I checked who sent to me or not. And after that, we are going to post, I will receive your homework from the assessment folder in our SMS.
Okay.
Thank you. Okay, let me help you now to move to the next point.
Miss, solve number 1 or number 2?
Question number 1. I'm waiting for question number 1.
Okay.
Finished? Oh, I have to speak.
Miss Sahar, I finished.
Okay.
Should we send it on the group or no? Miss
No,
Sahar,
don't
should
send
we
it in the
send
group.
it on the group?
No, don't send it in the group. It's not a competition. It's not a competition.
Finished.
Okay? Let's start. Now we will check together. We are going to determine where is x. It's where? Above which, or donated for which side? For which side? CB. Yes.
CB.
Eyes on CB. Which side it will be corresponding to CB? Which side?
KL.
KL. Yes, KL. Then, if you want to write step by step, then you have to write AB over ML, BC over LK, AC over MK, right? If you can't imagine that the first triangle is upside down, it's not the same direction. Did you see? LA corresponding to which angle? Angle A corresponding to which one?
Angle
M. Yes, so the two triangles are similar, but they are not in the same direction. They flip. He flipped the triangle, right? Then, in this case, he put the information related to the sides or to the angles. He put the information related to the sides, right? Then we have to use AB over ML, BC over LK, AC over MK. So let's start now. The answer, did you get the answer equal 34?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Is there anyone have a problem with this one?
No.
No.
Tell me, anyone want me to explain this one by details?
No.
Okay, we took the same idea yesterday. Okay, let's move to the next one. It's a competition. I'm waiting for your answer in my group. Who will reserve rank 1, rank 2, rank 3? Okay, grade 9. Farah. Before Farah, we have Abdurrahman. This is Abdurrahman Abu Talib or Abdurrahman Khalid?
Me, Abdurrahman Khalid.
Abdurrahman Khalid, rank 1. Farah Mahlab, rank 2. Ahmad Uta, rank 3. Nihad, rank 4. Bomika, rank 5. Okay, congratulations. Someone else send to me.
Miss,
Farahani. Yes.
Miss.
Hmm?
So can we send the answer directly or do we have to send the photo?
It's better to send to me the way which you answer, right? So I have Ahmed Uta wrote for me that by details. Farah Mahlab, she explained by details. Bamika, about the rest, which they sent to me only 7. I'm not sure. Okay, let's continue. So the answer for this one is 7, right? I want to be sure that all the class understood this part. So I will write the answer by details. Then for the first one, he gave us a present here in this question. He said that RSTU similar with WXYZ, right? Which two sides are corresponding to each other? Where is the variable? Where? Which you are looking for? Where? In which one? In which side? WX, right? Which one corresponding to WX? RS. So I can write RS over WX, right? Give me another two sides which they are corresponding.
UT
and
ZY.
Thank you so much. UT and what?
ZY.
And ZY. Yes. Now we will replace. I can find RS, it was 28. WX is X. Then UT is 20. And ZY is 5. Now we are going to use cross multiplication. Then it will be 5 times 28 divided by 20. For this reason, we found the answer equal 7. Okay? Any questions so far about this?
No.
Okay. Let's move to the next part. We said that the ratio between two parameters, the same the ratio between two corresponding sides. This is another question. We want to know the ratio between the two corresponding sides and the circumference and the area. The circumference of the circle, it's the same meaning of the word what? Can I say perimeter of the circle? Can I say something like that? Did you hear something like that before? No, we don't have, right? But we can say circumference of the circle, right? So we have a question now. The radius of a circle with radius 8 inch is multiplied by 1.75 to get a circle with radius 14 inch. How is the ratio of the circumference related to the ratio of the radii? How is the ratio of the areas related to the ratio of the radii? What we have to do at the beginning? We want to compare between which 2 points? You want to compare between the circumference of circle A and the area of circle B. Let me remind you, what is the rule for the circumference? What is the rule of the circumference?
2 by multiply R.
2 by R, right. Or we have another one, which is
2
by
diameter.
By diameter. Thank you so much. Then for the beginning, we have the circumference equal 2 by R. And I said the word circumference in the circle like the word parameter if you are working with any two other figures, like rectangle, square, triangle. I can't say circumference of the triangle, right? Then 2 by, I'm going to keep by, I'm going to keep 2, but I am going to replace the value of radius for circle A. It will be 2 by times A equal 16 by. Second one, he said to get a circle with radius 14. Then 14 represent what, grade 9? 14 represent what?
The radius.
For circle B. The
Circle
radius
B.
of circle B. Then
Circle B.
I'm going to use the same formula, 2 by R. I'm going to keep 2 by, and I will replace R2 by 14. So the answer will be 28 by. Then let's move to the second point. He's looking for the area. So the area of the circle equal by R square. I'm going to keep by, and then I will replace the value of the first radius by A. So it will be A to the power of 2 equal 64 by. Second one will be by times 14 to the power of 2 equal 196. Now, he's looking for what in this question? He's looking for what in this question? To compare between what? What is the question? How is the what ratio of the areas related to the ratio of the radius? And the above, he wrote for us another point. How is, for the first one, how is the also ratio of the circumferences? Oh my God. So he wants to find or to compare between the ratio between the circumferences and the ratio between the two areas. Let's compare first the ratio between the two radii. The first radii, it was, the first one was 8, right? The first radius for the circle A was 8. And the second one was, the radius for the second circle was
14.
14.
Yes,
14.
the ratio between the first one, the first circle, the radius R1 and R2 is 4 to 7, right? Let's move to compare between the circumferences. The first circle was 16 by, the second one is 64 by, so we have to put them over each other because we said that we can represent the ratio between by 3 different ways. So it's 16 by over 28 by. Now we can cancel by with by. We can say what here? 2 by. We can
16,
say what? We can say bye
16 over
bye.
28.
I have by and by, so we can say bye bye and cancel them together, right? In this form, it will be 4 over 7. What do you note? Is there anyone can note something?
They are the same.
They are the same.
Yes, they are the same ratio.
They are the same ratio. So the ratio between the two corresponding radii and the two circles, the same with the two circumferences. Let's check the area. The first one was 64 by over 196 by. Then we can say what to the by. Could you please switch off? Bye. Yes. And then we will simplify. It will become 16 over 49. Let's stop to this one. I can write 16 over 49 to the power of 2, right? What is the square root of 16? What is the square root of 16?
4.
What is the square root of 49?
7.
7.
7.
So I can express this one like 4 over 7 all to the power of 2. Okay.
Ms. Sahar, excuse
Yes,
me.
honey. Yes?
Can you please let Farah and Sama in the meeting? They have internet issues.
They have internet issues?
Yes.
They want to enter now? They are in the waiting room?
Yes.
Okay, just
Yep.
oh. Okay, let's continue. As I told you, we note that the ratio between two areas in the square, the ratio between the two circumferences and the two corresponding sides, right? Okay, then
Okay.
I want to say something. If I will ask you a question now, I'm looking for the king and the queen for the class. If I will say that the ratio between two corresponding radii is 1/3. If the ratio between the two sides or the two radii is 1/3, who can tell me the ratio between the two areas? It will be what? This is the ratio between the two sides, right? What
Yes.
if the ratio between the two areas? It will be what?
1/3 power 2.
Thank you so much. It will be 1/3 to the power of 2. Or we can say, Ms. Nahar said it will be squared, right? So I can write directly, it will be 1/3 all to the power of 2, which means the ratio between the two areas, it will be equal
1/9.
9. Did you understand?
Yeah.
Okay. If I was saying that, concentrate please, the ratio between the two areas is 1/16. So what is the ratio between two corresponding sides?
1/4.
Yes, thank you so much. If the ratio between A1 and A2 was 1/16, I'm looking for the ratio of the two sides. What we have to do? What we
Square
have
root.
to do? Yes.
Square root.
Yes, thank you. We have to find the square root of 1/16. So the answer, it will
Quarter.
be equal quarter. Did you understand the relation?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
So we want to summarize what we said. We talk about the ratio between the two corresponding sides is the same. The ratio between the two corresponding parameters or circumferences, if we are talking about the circle, and if you are talking about the area, it will be a square. The last part which we want to talk about it today, if we have the ratio between two corresponding sides and the volume. You know the volume, we are talking about 2D figures or 3D figures?
3D.
3D figures. Thank you. 3D figures. Okay. Every dimension of a rectangular prism with length 12 centimeter with 3 centimeters and height 9 centimeters is multiplied by third to get a similar rectangular prism. How is the ratio of the volumes related to the ratio of the corresponding dimensions? In this question, he gives us the dimensions of the first rectangular prism only, right? So it's your turn to find the dimensions of the second prism. Okay. The volume of rectangular prism equal length times width times height, right?
Height.
And
Yes.
we will replace to find volume of first prism. It will be 12 times 3 times 9 equal 324. How I'm going to find the ratio of the second prism? I'm going to multiply.
We will multiply third by the
third.
dimension.
Thank you. So it will be 12 times third. It will be 4. 3 times
3
third.
times third, 1.
9 times third. It will be 3.
3.
Then we found the ratio, the volume of the second prism. Now, we will find the ratio between each two corresponding sides. 12 divided by 4, it will be equal 3. This is the corresponding length. What about the corresponding width? Is 3. What about the corresponding height? Is 3. So what is the ratio between the two volumes? The two volumes, 340 divided by 12 equal how many? 3.
3 squared.
It's supposed to be 27, right? And
Yes.
27 equal 3 to the
3
power
to
of
the
3,
power of 3.
right?
3.
If there anyone can tell me the rule now, what do you not hear? What is the relation between, if you're back to the question, he said, how is the ratio of the volumes related to the ratio of the corresponding dimensions, I'm sorry.
The ratio of the volume is the same ratio as the one of the corresponding dimensions, but to the power of 3.
To the power of what?
3.
3, which means it's cubic,
Cube.
right? Which means it's cube. Then, if we are talking about two corresponding sides, the ratio between two corresponding sides, the ratio between two corresponding parameters, it will be the same like the sides. The ratio between two areas should be what?
The same like the sides, but power of 2.
Power of 2, thank you. The ratio between two volumes?
Power of 3.
Power of 3. I'm very happy. Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh, okay. Let me play with you now. A scale factor should be between 0 and 1 reduces to a figure. A scale factor greater than 1 enlarge it. What's the meaning of this one?
If the scale factor is a decimal or anything between 0 and 1, it makes the thing in real life smaller, like maps.
Like it was small, it becomes what?
Smaller.
Small becomes small.
No. In real life it is big, but in the long scale it's small.
The long scale is small. Okay. If you have now, did you see this question in front of you? The
Yes.
scale factor was what? The scale factor was
Third.
third. Third is less than 1 or greater than 1?
Less than 1.
Less than
Less
1.
than 1. So the new figure, it will be smaller than the original figure. Okay? Because the third is less than 1, which means the original figure was bigger and the new one, it will be smaller. If the ratio here, if I'm going to give you the scale equal 2, what do you expect?
It will be
enlarged.
It will be bigger. Okay?
Yeah.
The last point which I want to talk about it today before the end of our meeting, and already I posted extra sheets about lesson 2.7 and 2.8. Already it's on SMS. If you want to work with it during the weekend, it's optional, but I will be happy if you will answer. Let me play with you again.
Miss?
Yes?
Sama can't open her mic because her net is very bad.
I can't hear you.
Sama can't open her mic because the internet is very bad.
The internet is very bad? Okay, then she can watch the session after just a few minutes. Inshallah, I'm going to post it in our YouTube channel. Okay, she can watch the session in our YouTube channel. If I have the ratio between the first volume, the second volume equal 1/64. What is the ratio between A1 and A2? I'm waiting for your answer. Anyone will answer this question? I'm going to say he's the king of the day today.
Miss Sahar, can I answer?
Bomika, go on. We have only 1 minute.
It will be 1/8.
Wrong. Wrong. No one before the end of the meeting?
No, miss, I don't know it. It will be 1/4.
No.
1/16.
Think. Who said 1/16?
Me.
Who? Me. Who?
أدهم
أحمد مجدي
أدهم.
أحمد مجدي
King of the day يا أدهم.
نو
King of the
أحمد
day.
مجدي
Excellent. How
ماشي
we
يا
found
مجدي
it?
خليك تزيد.
First, we will find the length of the first dimension, second dimension. So we have, this is volume. So we have to find the cubic root of 1/64.
It will be 1/4.
1/4. If you want to compare between the two areas, it should be 1/4